Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor and a pleasure to introduce you to this wonderful, inspiring 12-year-old. It is Bilaal Rajan. Here, okay, can I give them a long list? Good morning, Bilaal. Let's get started. This is his book. Yes, you heard me. Published author, motivational speaker, child activist, successful fundraiser, founder of a children's school in Tanzania for HIV/AIDS orphans, and UNICEF Canada's child ambassador, and more. Founder of Hands for Help organization and the Bilaal Rajan Foundation. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You have done more in your young 12 years than I think most of us will ever do in a lifetime, and it is all noble and good. Tell us how you got started. You were 4 years old when you started with your work.
I started fundraising at the age of 4 for an earthquake in India in the province of Gujarat there. My parents had told me about a priest from my own religious community who had died under the rubble. And my dad was in the same sort of position here at the time, so I said, well, I wouldn't want to be in that situation. So I went ahead and I started selling clementines because I was eating one at the time.
You were eating one at the time, and you said, how do I, what do I do? I'm 4.
Exactly, and I just went out and did my best, whatever there was there, and I was eating a clementine. It was the simplest thing to do, so.
So tell me this, you must also have wonderful parents, because when you were sitting there and thinking, this is something I want to do, Mom and Dad, they were the first ones to say, let's sell clementines, let's go door to door and see if we can raise funds.
They were, I have to say they were a bit surprised, but it was quite an experience, just being able to know that I've been able to help so many people. They've been always there for me, they've always supported me, and I really thank them a lot.
And from there, what have you done since? You've traveled all over the world.
I've traveled to the tsunami-affected regions of Southeast Asia.
What are we looking
Ecuador.
at here? Take us through that, Bilaal. Oh, sorry,
oh, okay.
Can we see that photo again?
No idea.
There we go, talk us through that.
So basically what I'm doing here is I am in Malawi. I think so. Yeah, I'm in Malawi. Basically, it was an orphanage that I was just visiting, just seeing exactly what UNICEF had done firsthand from the Trick or Treat for UNICEF campaign that year. I visited Tanzania, Kenya, Ecuador, Southeast Asia to see the victims of the tsunami there from the $5 million that me and quite a few kids across Canada had raised.
How many million?
5 million or so.
Wow, good for you. And when you go there, what's it like? It must be very hard for you. What is it like? I mean, it's one thing to hear it and see it on the news, but then you are there and you are living and breathing alongside the people who are suffering.
It's just amazing to see how much we have here, how privileged we are to have a roof over our heads, food on our table, clean water to drink. And I wanted other people to know that, to tell them that they too can make a difference. I know that so many of my classmates and people that I know find it really hard to make a difference, and they just don't know where to start, and that's why I wrote this book, Making Change, so that they can know that they too can make a difference.
And what's brilliant is you give a whole bunch of tips on how to get started, how to know if you're ready, some wonderful ideas as to how to do it creatively so that people have fun. So what's the response been? Are children really much into it like you are? You're very special in the sense that you really dedicate your life to this at such a young age.
There has been quite a great response, and people just learning how that they can make a difference. Chapter 2 lists more than 90 different ideas that you can use to fundraise. And it's not only about fundraising, it's also about how you can make a difference, whether it be in academics, philanthropy, sports, or whatever it may be. In the second part of the book, there's 8 principles that young people can use to maximize their true potential. And let's give you an example. Principle 8 is visualize your success.
Okay.
So something that I would do in there is basically an activity. It's about just finding where you want to be in life in 10 years, 5 years, 25 years. So let's say, for example, you want to know where you'll be in 25 years, and you just want to plan that out. So what you do is you'd close your eyes. You'd think about every single little detail. You think about what car you drive, where you live, what street you live on, what the number of your house.
Make it happen.
Absolutely, it's all about taking action.
And you lead by example. It is an honor to have you here, Bilaal. Thank you so much. For more information, pick this book up in bookstores now, or go to makingchangenow.com, as well handsforhelp.org. And you have such a bright future. You've already done so much. Thank you so much for being here. Come back anytime. Over to Kevin now in the newsroom. Inspiration.
Thank you.